The WWE Universe with an electric feeling here tonight. We are sold out and raring to go.
I am amped up, pumped up, jacked up, and ready to kick things off. What are we waiting for, fellas? Let's watch some fights.
Looking at this card, I just got to rub my hands together and smile. Singles action coming your way.
The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are.
We have a real fan favorite taking on some tough competition.
Let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, Randy Orton.
There is an absolutely big fight feel in the arena tonight for this one.
Yeah, and judging from the vibe here currently, it seems to me like this is the one this sold-out crowd came to see.
And his opponent, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
He's back. The Olympic gold medalist, the multi-time world champion. Multi-time world champion.
And there's the bell. And here we go.
Jeez.
This is the type of battle that you could show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
When I looked at the card for tonight, this one definitely stood out as one you don't want to miss.
Kurt Angle has earned medals, championships, and a Hall of Fame ring. The Olympic hero does not play second fiddle to anyone in that locker room.
Byron, you forgot to mention that he won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
I was going to mention it.
The spotlight's definitely on these superstars here tonight. Anytime you have the opportunity to compete on a pay-per-view, you can bet the whole WWE Universe will be watching.
Scoop slam!
As Michael was saying earlier, the entire WWE Universe is undoubtedly watching this match. And while I've never competed on a WWE pay-per-view, I would have to think that it's pretty nerve-wracking.
Just the fact that they let you commentate on a WWE pay-per-view is enough, Saxton. I can't imagine actually having to see you compete in the ring.
What are we going to see here? Hung up on the neck breaker.
I gotta say, I don't remember the last time I heard a more passionate crowd than the one we have here tonight. They are clearly fired up to have this pay-per-view in their arena.
Oh, what impact! I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. He's calling for it.
He'd be smart to stay put there.
In addition to this crowd being incredibly passionate here tonight, so are our fans watching at home. In fact, it's because of them I've learned that this match is currently the #1 trend worldwide on social media.
That's pretty amazing, Cole. Just goes to show that WWE truly is a global phenomenon.
Look at this. Vertical suplex. He goes for the cover. And it's Angle able to stop the count.
Kick out by Kurt. If you think that's going to defeat an Olympic gold medalist, you need professional psychiatric help.
Guys, we've come a long way since the first ever WWE pay-per-view, which was actually the Wrestling Classic in November of 1985. I know a lot of people usually point to WrestleMania 1 as the first WWE pay-per-view. Going for it all here.
Just breaking down the opponent.
I can't believe it, Michael.
Byron digging into his encyclopedic mind earlier to pull out that amazing fact of the first WWE pay-per-view. As he said, it was the Wrestling Classic, and it featured a 16-man tournament, which was ultimately won by the Junkyard Dog.
I'll give credit where credit's due. That's some impressive knowledge dropping by Saxton right there, especially considering he was like 4 years old when the Classic was held.
Whoa! Oh, what an uppercut! Oh, God, that hurt. Shoulders on the mat. What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
Angle shows the heart of an Olympic champion with that kick out.
Oh, that'll mess up your neck. Man. Looking for the finish.
He's teetering on the edge here.
Cutter.
Just when you thought he had...
Here's a cover. And an ear fall.
How'd he do that?
Guys, there's something special about competing on a WWE pay-per-view event. Sure, having a match on Raw or SmackDown is absolutely amazing, but there's nothing quite like the bright lights of a WWE pay-per-view.
I'd agree with your earlier point, Michael. There's nothing like the bright lights of a WWE pay-per-view. But there's also nothing like the pressure of...
Here he goes. Nobody controls... Oh, what a backbreaker.
Man, just ugly impact.
That has got to be it.
If he sticks this, he is done.
He wants to do this in the ring.
No, there's the reversal. Look at that in a second.
What a cutter! Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
His shoulders are down.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well. This was one of those matches that had flashes of brilliance, but never quite lived up to all the hype.
Here
Good
is
match
your
overall.
winner, Randy Orton.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion.
And you just know the rest of the card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more great action.
Coming up is a battle that can end up anywhere.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date.
Making his way to the ring from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 241 pounds, Mick Fowler.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
When I looked at the card for tonight, this one definitely stood out as one you don't want to miss. This really has been an amazing pay-per-view up to this point, which really shouldn't surprise anybody, especially given how stacked the card is.
Nailed it. Ooh, what an elbow.
A barrage of elbows.
The excitement level is incredibly high, as Corey was saying, and it's been that way since well before the doors even opened. Earlier this afternoon, WWE.com cameras caught the scene as thousands of fans were outside the arena just waiting to get inside.
That really was a great video, Michael. It was like a mass of humanity just waiting for the doors to open so they can spill into their seats. I gotta say, those guys at WWE.com do a great job. They don't miss a thing. Having this pay-per-view here has to be a thrill for these fans. I can tell you that when Backlash came to Washington, D.C. in 2000, which wasn't all that far from me at the time, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing somebody talking about WWE coming to town.
Snake Eyes!
And that Backlash 2000 card that Byron brought up earlier might have been the most chaotic main event we've ever seen between The Rock and Triple H.
And in the end, it was The Rock defeating the game for the WWE Championship, despite Mr. McMahon stacking the deck against The Rock in a major way, including naming Shane McMahon as the special guest referee.
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack? Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, what incredible power!
Wow, what a vertical suplex.
Ric Flair is showing some of that flair right now.
There's been a lot of great moments on pay-per-view over the years. And for me, one of my favorites was watching Kurt Angle's debut match at the 1999 Survivor Series. All my buddies and I gathered around the TV cheering on our hometown boy, Kurt Angle.
Back in the ring again. Oh, clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
Back to Kurt Angle's WWE debut, we should note that he defeated Shawn Stasiak that night using his patented Angle Slam, and from there, the rest is history.
Speaking of history, longtime WWE fans may remember Shawn Stasiak's father, Stan Stasiak, who's famous for defeating Pedro Morales for the WWE Championship in December of 1973. Stasiak went on to hold the title for only 9 days, though it's 9 more days than most competitors will ever hold.
If you ask me, guys, this match alone is worth the...
He's looking at it. Oh, a knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon. I can't believe it, Michael. How in the world is Flair going to remain alive? Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
I think a lot of people share Corey's earlier sentiment. This match is undoubtedly one of the highlights of this pay-per-view, which Byron is stacked with a series of amazing matches.
Yeah, we get to sit here and call all of them. Sometimes I have to pinch myself. I still can't believe how lucky we are.
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole. Yeah, he's one of the most energetic performers in WWE history.
Boom, right in the butt.
No surprise that the sold-out signs went up early on this one, guys. Anytime a WWE pay-per-view rolls into town, you can bet it will be the hottest ticket around.
Oh, clobbered by the steps. That'll make you reassess some things.
Corey mentioned earlier that the sold-out signs went up fairly quickly for this one. Or as WWE Hall of Famer Gorilla Monsoon might have said, the SRO signs went out early for this one.
Oh, man, I don't know if there was an announced pairing more entertaining than Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. True legends. He caught that with his face. Now Ric Flair is leaking.
Oh, nasty impact.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
Ooh, what impact. Picking up speed. Oh, a knee right to the face.
This one is over. How in the world is Flair going to remain alive?
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. And no luck against Flair there.
Are you surprised?
Oh boy, he is rolling.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Here we are, guys, more than 3 decades after the WWE helped revolutionize pay-per-view television, and we're still going strong. Only now, unlike back then, the best way to catch a WWE pay-per-view is on the WWE Network.
Irish whip. Picking up speed. Running knee strike.
That has got to be it. How in the world is Flair going to remain alive? I'd have to agree with you, Michael. The best...
He might have it.
Pile driver! But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
He's going for the pin. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Wow, I thought this was over.
Whack!
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Harsh impact.
What a strike. Setting him up for something here.
And whatever it is, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt bad.
Nasty drop.
Let's call it like it is, guys. It doesn't...
He's got the shoulders down. And he got a near fall out of it.
Oh, that was close.
And Ric Flair reverses it. When this guy's on, look out. Corey noted earlier just how big this is for these superstars. He's got him covered. And he manages to get the shoulder up.
Well, what did you expect from Ric Flair? He's a legend for a reason.
to the lower back.
Got to be careful not to take on too much more damage here. Here he goes.
Ooh, right to the face. Just when you thought he had nothing left. Ric Flair is in a real bad spot. Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Game, set, match. This one is over. There's the pin. It's over. It's all over. This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Yeah, but I don't think his opponent is happy about losing here. I mean, he's got to be humiliated and embarrassed. He thought he was going to win this match.
Oh, I kind of did too.
Be ready for anything. We have triple threat action coming right up.
Don't blink, don't breathe. Triple threat action comes at you real fast.
Making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Carlito.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
And his opponents, first, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Johnny Nick Troy.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
Despite what Byron Saxton said about him in the past, Shelton Benjamin is a true legend, and he's ready for action.
The gold standard in WWE.
And from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Shelton Benjamin.
This is incredible. Part of the famed early 2000s class from Ohio Valley Wrestling. Shelton came up with guys like Brock Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena. What a treat for the NXT universe.
Don't forget a standout amateur wrestling career at the University of Minnesota. One of the best.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention, and it's important to remember amidst the chaos of a triple threat match, that victory can be achieved in many different ways, and that it's every man for himself.
Gentlemen, you can almost literally feel the electricity in the air as we kick off this triple threat match.
Back suplex.
Beautiful technique.
And look at back suplex.
Ooh. Very nice.
Scoop slam.
The night's not even over yet, guys, and I'm already seeing fans on social media saying that this is the WWE pay-per-view of the year. And you know what? I think I agree.
Snapmare.
So much damage to the neck.
Byron, while Corey's on his phone checking his social media feed, how about you and I finish calling the action here? This has been a heck of a match so far. Wouldn't you agree?
It really has, Michael, and like those on social media are apparently saying, this might just be the most...
We've got it covered. You're not going to win many matches that easily.
Too soon.
Neck breaker. That could be it. Oh, Enziguri.
Watching this match, I can't help but think how much pay-per-views have grown over the years. I mean, remember the ones back in the 1980s, which were great, don't get me wrong, but now they've really grown into such a major spectacle.
What's going to happen here?
Don't do this.
Oh, gosh.
Sunset.
Oof. Harsh impact.
Elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
What you were saying before, Byron, was spot on. WWE pay-per-views today really take over the entire city, and people travel from all over the world just to say they were a part of a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, I actually met fans from 3 different countries during breakfast earlier today. All of them were here in town specifically for this WWE pay-per-view.
Too quick for him there. He's on the defensive now. He's starting to feel the pressure of this triple threat match, guys.
Years later, I still get goosebumps when I watch a WWE pay-per-view. It takes me back to when I was a kid. My friends would come...
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Looking around this arena tonight, there appear to be plenty of youngsters in attendance who will undoubtedly look back at this night with great fondness, much like Byron did when he watched WWE pay-per-views in his youth.
Don't sleep on the true headline of Saxton's little anecdote there, Cole. He actually said he had friends come over to his house. I think we're going to need to fact-check that one, because I'm not buying it.
Oh, nasty impact.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Look out! This is what makes him one of the best in the... We got it down.
At the risk of sounding like a fanboy, guys, I couldn't be more excited about this pay-per-view. I mean, from top to bottom, we have one exciting match after another.
Oh, check that out.
Corkscrew neck breaker.
So good.
He's in the driver's seat now. I don't think I've ever seen a more acrobatic finisher.
You're absolutely right, Byron. This is without a doubt one of the most stacked...
Down, Samoan driver.
Going for the cover.
The pinfall and the victory.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show. This match wasn't exactly a barn burner, but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time, I guess.
Here is your winner, Johnny Nick Troy.
And that's a win to start off the night.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
Making his way to the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
The Big Red Machine is here.
And his opponent, from parts unknown,
What the?
weighing in
I don't think
at
we're gonna wait for the match to start.
326 pounds, Kane.
Wait a minute, we need to get some order back in this.
Whack!
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Whack!
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.